Hi guys, and welcome back to Movies That Matter with the Viking, and some awesome news dropped yesterday from Rocksteady. Now Rocksteady is the gaming manufacturer for the Arkham games, the Arkham trilogy, which is, I've heard, is unbelievable. It's a masterpiece in storytelling and the gameplay is awesome. And now if you follow me on Twitter, you know that I just purchased the Arkham trilogy. I've just started to play. I am only in I think 20% done of the very first game, and I'm enjoying it. It's good fun, and of course I'll do a review on the channel of each game when I end up finishing them. But I'm taking my time. I'm just enjoying the process, and look, I get to play Batman, so look, I'm pretty happy at the moment. But for a long time, there's been rumors that Rocksteady will be doing a Superman game, and that's what people have wanted. They wanted a Superman game. Now, my opinion on a Superman game, I think it will be very hard to make, and I think it will be very hard to do kind of a story for it, because Superman, of course, is overpowered. He's the most powerful superhero in the DC universe. Just nothing got to do with Dr. Manhattan, but Superman is powerful. You look at the DC universe, you look at the other Superman films, he can fly, he can do absolutely anything, and you don't want to get on his wrong side. But to do a full game around Superman, I think would be very hard to do. But having him introduced with other characters could be something that could be done. But Rocksteady released this image yesterday of a Suicide Squad game with a target on Superman's head. Now, of course, this has got to do with Superman, and got to do with some Reddit leaks that leaked a few months ago about a Suicide Squad game being in the works. Now, nobody knows if this was true. It's Reddit, so it's hard to know what's true, what's fake. But it looks like that source, that leak, was 100% true. It's going to be a Suicide Squad game where the Suicide Squad are trying to take down Superman. That's what we know so far. But I'm guessing it's going to be to take down the Justice League. We're going to get a Suicide Squad versus Justice League game. That's my prediction right now. It hasn't been confirmed. All we know is that it's the Suicide Squad and they have a target on Superman. So, are they going to implement other characters like Wonder Woman, like Batman? I think if you have the Suicide Squad and you're going to do a game, I think it would be absolutely necessary to have Batman in it in some capacity, not as a full-flown character, but there a presence, which I think would be unbelievable. And of course, is it going to be canon to the Arkham games? I kind of hope so. I hope it does have references to the Arkham trilogy. I hope it has references to that Kevin Conroy Batman. Maybe he'll get to come back and do the voice of that. But I hope it is canon. I hope it is kind of brought into it in some capacity. But it puts us in the shoes of the villains. We will be playing from the point of view of, say, I presume Deadshot, of Harley Quinn, of Captain Boomerang, of these characters. We will be in their shoes. The reason I'm so excited about this is because it's from the villain point of view. Now, if you look at the Suicide Squad film in 2016, directed by David Ayer, what happened? Those criminals had to be kind of anti-heroes to save the world, to save the city. Why? Because if they did it, they would get things back in return. Deadshot was doing it for his daughter, and they were told they were going to get time off their sentence. Now, maybe this is what's going to happen in the Suicide Squad game. We know these people are bad, they're criminals, they're bad people, they're anti-heroes, but we'll have to be in their shoes because maybe it's necessary for the story. Maybe Deadshot in this game will have another similar arc like that. Maybe Harley Quinn will too. Maybe these characters will need to do this for the Suicide Squad, for Amanda Waller against the Justice League, to get some kind of redemption, to get a new lease of life in what they do. So I hope they're not just fully blown villains. I know they're bad guys. I know they've done bad stuff, but I hope they're not just being bad for the sake of being bad just to defeat the Justice League and have one over on them and take over the world. That kind of sense. I hope it's done from a point of view that some characters have to do this because their back is up against the wall. Maybe Amanda Waller is threatening them to do this, or something will happen to their someone in their personal life. Something like that I think will be a very interesting arc to do and make us kind of feel heartfelt for these characters. We would end up sympathizing with these characters and how they feel. And I hope they don't depict the Justice League as bad guys either. I hope it isn't kind of an evil Superman, an evil Batman, an evil Wonder Woman. I hope they don't do that. I hope the Justice League is good. The Justice League is a presence. I also hope the Suicide Squad is bad guys, but they're not fully blown bad guys just doing it to do it. I hope there's some interesting kind of thought-provoking elements in this story. People are doing stuff because they have to do it. And Amanda Waller at the end of the day is a bad person who probably wants to go to war with the Justice League for some reason. So it's going to be interesting. Maybe at DC Fandom we will find out more about this Suicide Squad game. If it will have more Justice League characters. Will it just be the Suicide Squad versus Superman? Or will it be the Suicide Squad versus Justice League? Now, one thing that I'm very excited for is the story element too, because look at the Arkham games, and I've seen bits on YouTube of the Arkham games, and even the part that I've just played already in the first one in Arkham Asylum. It's brilliant. I really like it, and I think the action is done well, the gameplay is done well, the storytelling is done well. So I'm really looking forward to Rocksteady, and this has been in development for the last few years. People have been quiet about it. It's also going to be a funny game that one of the makers of the game said, and it's going to be badass. It's going to be a lot like the Arkham games in terms of how it's shot. And the Arkham games are pretty dark. The kind of cinematography per se is dark enough, and I thought it has a wide spread of activities to do, side stories as well, and I'm sure this will have the same. 100% excited, definitely going to purchase the game. I'm looking forward to finishing the Arkham games, and if you see me on Twitter, I'm pretty excited that I was able to purchase all three in the one disc or box, and yeah, I was pretty excited with that. So there's a look at Happy Viking there with the 3 games. And I'm going through them at my own pace and looking forward to it. But this Suicide Squad game has me excited for even more things to come for the DC world. We're getting so much content right now. Movies, TV show, animation, and now new games to look forward to. Maybe there'll even be more coming about games. And there's some rumors on Reddit as well of other kind of games, and even a Batman game, but we'll have to wait and see. But those Reddit leaks have actually been very interesting because they seem to be pretty much on the nose. So, will it be Amanda Waller getting the Suicide Squad together to go up against the Justice League? I hope it has some elements to that. But guys, let me know your thoughts on this Suicide Squad game about them targeting and hunting down the Man of Steel, Superman himself. Give a like, comment, subscribe, come follow me on all the social media to talk about the one thing we love, which is movies. And in this case, the DC gaming world. Until next time, guys, always remember, Superman is to be hunted.